Let's talk about 10th house. So for uh, general information, you know that this is the 10th house. We count from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here we have to see the number written. Like here we know it is written 2, so we know that Taurus is generally second sign of the zodiac system. And so this person has very strong Taurus connected to 10th house. For example, now it is Cancer ascendant, so here is a Aries, and Aries connected to 10th house. That's how you have to see. This is a very I think you know all these things. This is a very basic thing. I'm talking about now a very much advanced thing. So yeah, let's just go through the book, which is Astro Sutras of J.N. Bhasin. Is one of the best writer. If you want to learn anything, he you should start reading his books. He simplifies everything in such a simple way, and it will be very beneficial for you. You will, the more you will read, the more you will understand the environment of the planets and how they work. So first of all, let's talk about the 10th house. And the thing is, he has spoken about the different planets and different things, and how they behaved in the 10th house. So let's talk about sun. And if sun is located in the 10th house from the moon, the native is successful in his undertakings. If Mars is there, one is bold and sinful. See, okay, so you he in his books, he has always given emphasis on both the lagnas, sorry, all the three lagnas. One is sun lagna, one is moon lagna, and one is your proper lagna. So he is talking basically, if sun is from the moon lagna or from the lagna, that is, if sun is placed here from the lagna, or suppose this is your moon lagna. So if sun is placed here, then somebody who is very successful, because naturally the 10th house sun is digbali there, and so it is the sun's own domain there, so sun shines there, because 10th house is a zenith. See here, the lagna stands for the eastern zone, the 4th house is midnight, and the 7th house stands for the time of sunset. The 10th house represents the midday, that is the zenith, like height. Hence the 10th is height of, where it represents maximum height on the place of the birth. So that's why here's, if the 10th house, its lord and the sun are all under the influence of planets and Rahu, a king is forced to abdicate. Okay, this is different thing, but yeah, whenever sun is in the 10th house, you see somebody who is very popular, who does very well in their career. Generally good, it is, sun is coming naturally from sixth to its own position, so very good in problem solving, connected to a lot of connections, because it is sixth. So generally CAs or government or political people. So this is the natural sun Saturn combination, fifth lord in the 10th house. So very high profile people, and especially somebody who is in some kind of government services. So yeah, so for Mars, it is, if Mars is there, one is bold and sinful. The natural, see, for Mars it will be lagna lord and eighth lord in the 10th house. So because it is lagna lord, so he is very courageous, but it is also eighth lord, so there will be some hidden things, and there will be some sinful things also. That's why he's saying that. Also the latter, because of the influence of Mars on the lagna and the 4th house. Sinful is why, because as per the writer, the Mars is aspecting here and the lagna, right, and the Mars being the 8th lord. See, sun was also aspecting 4th house, but sun was a lord of good house, so it was a good influence. Here Mars is the lord of 8th house. See, now you'll understand like this. Mars is the natural 8th lord, sitting in the 10th house, aspecting 10th house, sorry, 4th house, and aspecting Lagna. So that's why it carries uh, hidden, or like spies. They have very hidden tendency, and to go and crack the problem and solving all that thing. So it is a Martian quality. If Mercury is there, one is learned. I know somebody who has Mercury in the 10th house, and they are, somebody's content writing, somebody is into CA, or somebody, lot of paperwork, lot of communication, lot of problem solving, all these things is Mercury. You can go also into business also, but most probably they are very independent. Saturn, naturally Saturn Mercury combination is happening here. Like Saturn in the house of Mercury in the house of Saturn. So naturally Saturn Mercury is anyways calculations and everything. So either business people or some kind of CAs and all that thing. If Venus is in the 10th house, one is given. Okay, I left Jupiter. If Jupiter is there, one is equal to King Jupiter himself, being a planet of government, favor, and all. Also, because it will benefit the 10th house, the house of ruling powers. Yeah, so the hidden thing is Jupiter from its Mool Trikona, it is sitting second to its Mool Trikona, which is a good position, especially for wealth, right? And also, it's sitting gains to its second sign. So it's in a very powerful. It's sitting fifth from its Mool Trikona. It's sitting. This is another one. Its own like um, Karaka of fifth house. So so the thing is, in terms of education, it may create some issues, but yes. Somebody who has Jupiter in the 10th house, who is a very learned person, who always gives advices, who earns through advising people, banking sector, educational sector. I know somebody who has a lot of educational institution in their family, because 10th house is second from the ninth house. So father's family has lot of has constructed a educational institution, especially Jupiter was in Leo, I guess. So Leo, it is institutions and educational institutions. So like that. And for wealth wise, it is sitting from own Mool Trikona. It is in a good sign, but you always have to check the Navamsha. What is happening? He is born with this combination. This combination shows he is um, what he is going to achieve in that. For example, this is Princess Kate's chart. Here, Jupiter is Jupiter is 10th house from the Jupiter is 10th house from the 7th house. Of course, her husband is the king, right? That's what writer sir also said, that Jupiter is there, one is equal to the king. And so there is a lot of wealth coming from the forefathers, right? Lot of wealth, like huge amount of wealth. Like imagine being into the family of king and queen. So this Jupiter has brought so much of wealth to the partner. And yeah, right, I hope you understood. And Jupiter is also your forefathers, or your early, like grandfather and grandparent, because Jupiter is the karaka for advisors, gurus, teachers, forefathers, and all that thing. So if you okay, so that was for Jupiter. So for Venus, so what he's saying is Jupiter is also the karaka for government. So government is naturally, it is like banking sector, you can go, or some advisors, or like income tax officers. For these, especially if Jupiter is in the Scorpio or in Martian sign, you can go to income tax officers and all that thing. For example, Venus is in 10th house, one is given to luxuries. Venus is luxurious and makes the self and mind of the native after itself. Venus in the 10th house is zero Digbali. So Venus does not perform very good in the 10th house. It is considered weak, lazy, because it is fourth from the seventh Mool Trikona. So a lot of Cancer is a sign of a lot of aram, say like lazily doing things and all. 7, 8, 9, and it is Sagittarius. It is 9 houses away from the second house of earnings. So via traveling, via the like NGOs, or uh, um, via business related to clothing, fashion, all these things. Like for example, she has Virgo, Venus in the Venus in the Capricorn. So so her parents had a huge business in party related things. So it is entertainment thing. They created party, something like party or kids related things. But they were a big business people. So here Mercury was helping Venus. But yeah, if Venus is alone here, 10th house, it will be difficult. It will be little bit difficult, and there will be some kidney issues also, or there will be some legs issues, and the hidden affairs and all that thing. But yeah, for fourth from the seventh house, somebody who has a tendency of having business at the home itself, like all the ladies who ghar baite like who generate their own income, something like that. And then it comes Saturn in the 10th house is a very very powerful, Saturn's own sign. And Saturn is in the 10th house, and one gets sorrow. Saturn being a separative planet, it separates one at a long last from the prospects of 4th house, 10th house, its influence. Okay, so see why it is gets sorrow, because this person is very workaholic, like they are very focused and they are very much into work. Like imagine Saturn in own domain, like so they take care of everybody, they bring everybody together uh, in order to finish the work. You know, the Saturn is very balanced here. But yeah, Saturn is aspecting 12th house and 4th house. So the separative tendency is to wherever Saturn aspect, we lose that thing. So Saturn is aspecting 12th house. 12th house is your bedroom life and also your sleep. So because of your work, you will sleep less, you can say like that. If some planet is there, then it will affect that planet also. Suppose don't keep moon here, like if moon is there, so mother will have issues and mother will have health issues and all that thing. And Saturn anyways aspecting fourth house is bringing lot of sorrow and lot of pressure on the mother, always working or always some kind of unknown pressure she will be there, always feeling that there is or she may not even realize it, but we know that she's always pressured by some kind of unknown stress. And then Saturn is aspecting 10th aspect to the 7th house. See, 10th aspect is putting pressure on the 7th house to do very well in the career. The moment this person will go and enter, marry a person who doesn't have that kind of influence, that person also will start having Saturn effect, like lot of pressure, and also lot of pressure from the mother-in-law, right? Lot of pressure from the mother, actually mother, and sorry mother-in-law. So he or there will be no mother-in-law, or there will be some issues with the mother-in-law. So like that, because Saturn is in the fourth house, if not very well placed, then of course there will be no mother-in-law. And expecting 10th house, so a lot of pressure to start a business or to become very independent, or to rise in the society, all the, because anyway Saturn in the 10th house or Sun in the 10th house, it is a very good uh, they always, especially Saturn in the 10th house, they wherever they get, they already are known people, like they they are not a very somebody who are job who work in a job. They already, most of the time they are the one who are very independent, and people respect them for their work. So that is the Saturn in the 10th house. Rahu Ketu, extreme ups and downs. Rahu is very good. Rahu is generally 11th lord in the going 12th to itself. So it is bringing a lot of ups and downs, but gains from the foreign things or foreign related businesses or foreign companies. And Ketu is gains from the any kind of pickle or anything, these, especially when moon connects to it, occult or any, or it where, because Saturn, because sun is Digbali here. So Sun Ketu combination, they can go on a very higher level, or they will reach on a very top level in government also, if Ketu is here. Especially if Ketu is in Scorpio or in Leo, they will reach on a lot of fame for them. Especially if Ketu is Scorpio is here and Ketu is here, then because of the social media they will get lot of name and fame. So uh, this was for the planets. Okay, the 10th house is the chief of the Kendras. The rule is that any planet that occupies a Kendra becomes strong. This strength boosts the prospects of house over which the planet has lordship. For example, Jupiter, lord of the 5th house, placed in the 10th house, increases the number of sun and makes them long living. See, when they call sun, it is not male, it is kids, children. Okay, and also Jupiter and Mercury, they are generally kids, the karka for kids. the more amount of Venus aspecting or Venus connecting with the, okay, I don't want to talk about the gender and all that thing, but yes, it is Jupiter is the karaka for kids. So that's why they're saying that fifth lord in the 10th house, you will get kids easily, right? It is sixth from, and sixth is also Mercury. So Jupiter in the 10th house is conductive to longevity, for the reason that its location, the lagna becomes fourth from it, and as such it has considerable aspect on the lagna, which stands inter alia for the longevity. See, for anything fourth from the Jupiter will be prospered, because naturally Jupiter is the karka for, like, it is exalted in the fourth house. So if Jupiter is here, the this will get power, like this will become very powerful, if, because kendras are very important. This will strengthen this will strengthen this will strengthen this. So if Jupiter is here, this automatically gets strengthened, because Jupiter is a very positive and very wealthy planet as well. And in the case of people with Sagittarius or Gemini as their ascendant, uh, Mercury and Jupiter becomes lord of two kendras, 7th and 10th. The ownership of kendras by natural benefics takes away their benefic nature, and as such, if such planets are weak and placed in such disease giving houses as the 2nd, the 6th, 8th, 12th, they cause physical trouble to the native in their dashanti. Suppose I hope you understood. So the thing is, there's not karko bhavnasha. It is I forgot the term. You should not a good planet should not own two kendras, or anyways a good planet should not own the kendras. For example, for Gemini, what the writer is saying is Gemini own two kendras. So what is the term? I forgot. I'll mention the term later. It is I forgot the term. It's something. Yeah. So Mercury becomes the lord of two kendras, and because Mercury is a benefic, becoming the lord of the kendra, it naturally loses. So you think it as a bad planet, not a good planet. So anyways, lagna lord, it will be good, but again, being the fourth lord, it will cease to be a good planet. And if in that case, if it is here or here or here, that is 6 8 6 8 12 2, then that Mercury in its dasha may give a difficult or stressful period. Similarly, for Jupiter also, if Jupiter is sitting, like for in this case, Jupiter is sitting in the good house, like fifth house. For if you see the moon lagna of Princess Kate, so moon is the Jupiter is ruling seventh house, and okay, so Jupiter is ruling seventh house and 10th house. 10th house is the mother-in-law, that is Princess Diana. So we all know what happened. So Jupiter is giving, Jupiter is responsible for one good house. Seventh house is a maraka that is there, but for the partner it is lagna, and one, then it is a bad house, because it is another one sign in the kendra, and it is there in the this thing, what is that, fifth house, which is a good house. So in what will happen, what will this do is, this is expecting the gains from the Princess Diana, right? Gains from the Princess Diana's thing. So gains from the Princess Diana is 11th lord is going into the fourth house, so she is getting properties or gifts from, and also the gemstone, actually the ring which she is wearing is uh, which she was wearing is belongs to Princess Diana. It was given to Prince Harry. From Prince Harry, he took, and it belongs to her now, because fourth house is your own this thing. And also for Moon is also ruling. Moon is also making connection with the Mercury, which is fourth house possessions. I hope you understood this. So yeah, do you want me to stop and carry on next? If you want me to carry on further and explain each and every point later, let me know. I'll explain. I'll do this part, talking about each sign in each house in detail. I hope you understood about the benefics in the Kendra. If benefics are in the Kendra, they rule the Kendra, their power is lost. If malefics rule the Kendra, they become good. They lose their anger, their unki shakti, like their power is gone. So it's like that. And so this was the last one. If Rahu is situated in the 10th house, the native has the opportunity in Vipad Dasha, that is the third Dasha from the birth, of going to holy places, of having dip in the holy Ganges. Rahu, being a shadow planet, has no independent action of its own. It therefore gives the effect of 10th house in which it is situated. Hence, it is clear that religious actions relate to 10th house. Okay. So he's saying if Rahu is in the 10th house, if Rahu is here, for example, here, if Rahu is here, a person go and gets dips into the water, holy Ganges. Why? Why? Because Rahu is retrograde and giving the result of 9th house also. So, but he is saying some big, but his, I think his point of view is something different. My point of view, why it is giving uh, uh, why it is giving chance to take a dip in water is because Rahu is retrograde and then giving the result of a ninth house also, which is the religious travels. But here he is saying a religious action related to 10th house. If Rahu is situated in the 10th house, the native has the opportunity in his Vipad, that is third dasha from the birth, of going to holy places or having a dip. Rahu. So yeah, Dasha should consider service, agriculture, medicine, renown, treasury, and works as a public unity from the 10th house. Uh, from the above, it is clear that 10th house relates more to the deeds of the religious nature than to professional nature. And also, if the one is also, there is a Samrajya Yoga. If second, 10th, and 11th lords are Kendra to moon, if even one of the lords of the 11th, 10th, or second houses is located in the Kendra from the moon or Jupiter, as the lord of second, 11th, and fifth house is in Kendra from the moon, the native gets ruling power. So for what he is saying is, for example, if the lord of either, sorry, moon, we have to, if the lord of second, 10th, or 11th is Kendra from the moon, so we know that Mars is Kendra from the moon, because Mars is the lord of 10th house, and Jupiter is the lord of second, 11th, and 5th house is in the Kendra. Jupiter is the lord of uh, second, 11th, and 5th, that is second, 11th, and 5th. So it will be either for Scorpio people or Aquarius people. But still, here also Jupiter, lord of ninth house, though it is not in the Kendra, it is still in the trine to moon, and it also gave a very uh, huge Samrajya Kendra, like Samrajya Yoga to Kate, Princess Kate. Like you can see that also. But yeah, what he is saying is, I hope you understand, he is saying if your second, 10th, and third lord are in the Kendra to the moon, like here, or here, or here, or here, then, and of course your second house or fifth house is Jupiter, and it is also making connection, like being in the Kendra to the moon. Here in the Navansha, Jupiter is in the Kendra to the moon, so it is in the Navamsa, means in the later part, like post marriage, it is giving her the Samrajya. So that's how you see. So yeah, I'll make rest of the videos next time. Please let me know your comments, and what you feel, and your questions and answers. Thank you for your time. Take care.